Alrighty, I got a really late start. I can't seem to get myself motivated. I'm a little bit worried about this. I just called the doctor. I had the CAT scan yesterday, and I called the doctor, and the nurse returned my call, and she said, yeah, they definitely see I have a hernia, but that's all they can say right now. It's up to the doctor that did the surgery to determine what, if anything, needs to be done, and that won't be till the 21st when I see him. So I got to think about this all weekend. I'm trying not to, but it's hard. Anyway, I'm out here. This is sold, and I'm fixing to make a sheath for it. I drew one out. Speak, Brad, speak. I drew one out, and I kind of like it. You know, it is a one-off, so it's not something I'll have to do often. So this is what it is. But I'm gonna have to do a tapered wedge from about here on up. Maybe two tapered wedges, one on the front side, one on the back side, because this is going to, the way it's gonna lay, it's gonna really push the leather out when this folds over. It's going to push this out a good bit. So if I put a wedge in there, like, you know, sort of like that, it will counteract that. It will accommodate the, you know, this. So let me get it cut out and work on a wedge. I'm going to have to do some skiving, and I have a skiving blade over here somewhere. Where's my skiver? There we go. That's a skiving knife, and I'll show you what skiving is here in a little bit. Okay, that's basically, I am going to do a little bit of tooling just because it's fun. Just around the border, though. The person that bought this said that they really didn't need a sheath. So I accidentally made a left-handed sheath. And since they said they really didn't need a sheath, I'm gonna go ahead and leave it as a left-handed sheath. In my defense, I've only made this mistake like 30 freaking times. It's just one of them things that if you don't have it like pinned in your brain, you know, let's see, where is it? You know, it's real easy to do that and trace around it on the leather instead of doing that. On my patterns that I have made out of wood, I have this side up wrote on them. You know, this side up, you dummy. So anyway, I think it'll be okay. The person that bought it said they didn't need a sheath, so I'm making a sheath anyway. And all right, I'm gonna stamp it. I got my wedges. I haven't skived them yet. I've got my webbing. So I'm going to stamp this, stain it, or dye it, and then I'm going to work on skiving my edges to a wedge, and get them glued together, and then get them glued in here and held for a little while, and I'll have this done in about an hour or so. And then I have a knife that I need to shape the handle on, and I have that sheath right here. That's this sheath. And that's in my pocket, ready to go. I'm kind of anxious. I may not get to that today. I'm not 100% sure. I may do that handle tomorrow and just work on this today. Tomorrow, I'm going to pick up a shooting stand that I can set in my driveway, and Charlie and I can shoot off of it and have a little more fun. So I bought some targets. I'm going to make a target stand and set it down there. So look for some fun shooting days coming up. All right, let me get to work on this. I'll find a stamp that I haven't used yet. Let's see, I haven't used a lot of these. Maybe I'll try this. That's an interesting stamp. I think I will. Okay, I kind of like it. It's got a bit of a Southwest flair, and I'm gonna use a dye that I haven't used in a while, Oxblood. So let me get it on there and we'll see how it looks here in 2 seconds. I kind of like that. All right, now I'm gonna work on skiving these, getting them cemented together, and then fold this over, cement the webbing in there, hold it for a little while. And then I think I'm going to, since this sewing seam is so close to the edge, I'm going to use my drill press and drill my holes in here. I'm gonna press them out, you know, like that. Just press them so I'll know where to drill, and then I'll sew it up. So we'll be back in a minute as soon as I get these skived. All right, here's what that's gonna look like. Do you see why I'm doing that? It's gonna look like that. It's gonna narrow down to the size of this, and then it's gonna widen out, and it will give me enough where that thing will slide in there comfortably without puckering out the leather or pulling at the seams. So let me get these epoxied and we'll be back. All right, we're gonna sit here and contemplate life for a few minutes. Actually, I gotta walk back to the house and let Lucy in the house. Charlie's gone over to Bossier City. And yeah, I better do that. I'll go let Lucy in. It's still not warm out. We'll be back. You know, some days you just shouldn't. If they start off really bad and you just screw up left and right, if you continue, you're just wasting material. And so first off, I cut this out upside down. I made a left side sheath without thinking. And then I stained it, and I did a good job on that. And then, since it's so thick, I decided I was gonna just use my stitching fork just to set up where I wanted my holes, and then go drill them on my drill press in my other shop. And this side looks good, but this side is just a freaking nightmare. I don't know how this happened. I don't know how it happened. Oh yeah, I glued it together before I flipped this over and sewed it. So I had to take it back apart, sew this real quick before the glue had a chance to dry. So consequently, I got glue all over my hands, and I'll tell you what, I'm done. I'm going home. All right, I decided to come clean up this knife and just basically get the rough handle shape going. And so I didn't screw this up. And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna stop right now. Actually, I'm gonna see how it fits in that sheath. So let's just do that one-handed if we can. Okay. So tomorrow I will sit and polish this up, sand it up, polish it up. I like that. And I really like that sheath. A lot of work, a lot of patience, but I like how it came out. And this is looking good. This is my satin finish knife. $165 if you want this. This handle will be very shiny, and I still got to get my die grinder out and clean this up in here, but I don't want to do any more because everything I touch I've screwed up, except this. This is looking good. All right. Tomorrow morning I'm going with a friend of mine. He's going to help me. I found a shooting table, a bench rest basically, over about 45 minutes away from here to my west, past Longview, west of Longview. And the guy was asking $125, and I politely asked him if he would consider an offer of $100. And he said, sure, if you'll come get it. And I said, I will come get it. And we set up an appointment, a time, and the guy makes them. I'll show them to you. Well, maybe when I get over there. Maybe if he's got like an operation going on, I can get a few minutes of that, or a second. I'll see. I'll see what he says, because I don't want to be intrusive. And the fact that he's knocked $25 off it was already a reasonable price. And I felt a little guilty offering him $100, but $100 is all I had. So anyway, all right. have a good Friday, y'all. By the time you see this, I'll be drinking coffee and probably picking David up and headed over there. He's going to help me pick it up and put it in the truck. It looks, just looking at it on Facebook Marketplace, it kind of looks heavy. And my back is killing me so bad. I did something to screw it up. Just one more of the many things I got that's breaking. Alrighty. Have a good Friday, y'all. I'm going to be all right.
Phones to the senators, all the bunker stuff going on in the world, the big orders for food and supplies and all the shortages. And now you've got Russia arming up for nuclear war like there's no tomorrow. Nuclear testing coming back, rolling back of all the nuclear treaties. And have you heard a word on your mainstream media about the fact that we are at the highest point of potential for nuclear war in history? No. Maybe you heard it a few times, maybe a little cute, documentary on it or something, but it's being downplayed. Obviously being downplayed. They altered the nuclear doctrine to be more aggressive. Okay?
My Lucy Bell.
Resolution
My
519
Lucy Bell.
is a
She's
license
such
plate
a
to
good
go
girl.
to
Oh, I
war
love her so
with
much. Yes, I do.
Iran,
Yes, I do.
where they probably will execute